The biggest lie you've ever been told is that money doesn't grow on trees, and most people never question it. Since childhood, you've been quietly programmed to follow a script you never chose. Go to school, get a job, take a loan, and repeat this cycle every single day. Work nonstop, just to earn enough to retire at 67. And only then, you're finally allowed to live, when it's almost too late. But now look around. Something doesn't add up anymore. People in their early 20s, driving supercars, buying homes, traveling the world. Do you really think they're just saving money from a normal paycheck? No, that's not how this works. Not even close. There's a hidden system, a completely different financial game, and it's being played right in front of your eyes, every single day. Now let's talk about the real difference between the rich and everyone else. The poor and middle class focus all their energy on earning a bigger salary, but the wealthy, they focus only on building assets. An asset is something that makes you money, even while you sleep. A liability quietly pulls money out of your pocket every single day. Most people hit their 20s and immediately start buying liabilities. They finance expensive cars and chase a lifestyle they can't sustain. They trade their most valuable asset, their time, for a fixed paycheck. But what if you stopped trading time completely? What if you built systems that worked for you 24/7? You don't need 40 years to become financially free. With the right assets, you can achieve freedom before 25. Now let me show you the 3 assets that can break you out of the system. This is asset number 1. The digital empire and automated expertise. And it can completely change your financial future. For decades, billions of dollars were locked inside traditional media, controlled by just a few powerful networks. TV and radio stations had all the power, deciding who gets attention and who gets paid. But then, the internet came in and completely broke those walls. Suddenly, the doors opened, and regular people got access to that massive money flow. Now anyone with knowledge or skill can step in and claim their share of the digital economy. And it all starts with one thing: building your first digital asset. Think about it for a second. Most people already have a unique skill or deep knowledge about something. Maybe you know how to train aggressive dogs, fix computer software, or edit videos like a pro. But here's the problem. The poor mindset sells that skill by the hour. They trade their time for money, 1 hour at a time, for a fixed amount. And because time is limited, their income is always limited too. No matter how hard they work, there's always a ceiling they can't break. But the wealthy mindset plays a completely different game. Instead of selling time, they turn their knowledge into digital products like courses, ebooks, or tools that people can access anytime. And this changes everything. Because now their income is no longer tied to hours. Their knowledge becomes something scalable that can grow beyond their time. Suddenly, their knowledge turns into a digital system that works in the background, reaching more people without extra effort. They build the product once, and it keeps delivering value again and again, without trading more time for money. That's the real power of digital assets. It's not just about working harder. It's about building something that works for you. Now just take a moment and really think about the math. If your digital product is priced at just $25, you only need about 4 sales in an entire week to make an extra $100. That's it. Just 4 people buying something you already created. And here's the crazy part. You don't even need money to promote it. You can market your product completely free, using short videos on social media. And with modern tools, you can build a fully working website in just minutes, without knowing a single line of code. And it goes even deeper than that. Because you don't even need to create your own product to start making money. You can simply use something called affiliate marketing, where you promote products you already use and trust. You just find a product you genuinely like, sign up for their affiliate program, and share your unique link with your audience or even your friends. And every time someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. even if you didn't create anything yourself. Sometimes, even something as simple as sending a message to your network can generate hundreds of dollars in just a few hours. That's the real power of digital assets. You're no longer trading your physical time and effort. You're building systems that can scale far beyond you. This is asset number 2, high-yield equipment and micro-rentals. Most people think real estate is the only physical asset worth owning, and they believe you need millions to get started. But that idea is completely wrong, because the same rental model can be applied to small, everyday items that cost way less to start. You don't need huge buildings. You can own high-yield equipment that people use again and again, generating income for you. Take something as simple as a vending machine. You can buy one for a few $100s and place it in the right location. Once it's set up, it quietly starts collecting money, without needing your constant attention every single day. It doesn't ask for a day off. It doesn't complain. It just sits there and keeps generating cash flow for you. Now take a moment and look at what you already own, because most people are sitting on a hidden gold mine without even realizing it. Take your vehicle, for example. If you're only using it to drive to work and back, it's actually draining your wealth through fuel costs, insurance, and constant depreciation. But what if you flipped the idea and listed that same car on a rental platform when you're not using it? Suddenly, it stops being a liability and turns into an income-generating asset that makes you money even while you're not driving it. Now think about something like a high-end camera, just sitting in your closet collecting dust. Instead of letting it sit there, you could rent it out to local creators and charge a daily fee. Or even something as simple as your empty driveway. If you live near a busy station, stadium, or airport, people will actually pay you just to park their car there. In fact, one person charged around $70 a week for just a single parking spot. Think about that for a second. That's pure profit coming from something as simple as empty concrete sitting there doing nothing. You need to completely change your perspective on ownership, because most people think they need something massive, like a skyscraper, just to start collecting rent. But the truth is, you don't need anything that big to begin making money. All you really need to do is identify a problem, provide the right equipment or space, and collect a premium for solving it. That's how you turn ordinary things into cash-flowing machines. This is asset number 3. Equity and the power of ownership. Listen carefully, because real wealth is not built by saving money. It's built by owning things that grow in value over time. You will never become a billionaire just by saving your salary. No matter how disciplined you are, the math simply doesn't work, because your income is always limited by time. If you look at the richest people in the world, like Elon Musk, they didn't get rich by earning a salary. They got rich because they owned equity in companies that kept increasing in value. That's the real secret. If you want to build extreme wealth at a young age, you must focus on ownership, because equity allows your money to grow without being limited by your time. But here's the good news. You don't need to build the next global tech giant to do this. You can simply buy small pieces of successful companies that already exist, and that's exactly what the stock market allows you to do. But understand this clearly. We are not talking about gambling or chasing random, highly volatile crypto coins, hoping they double overnight and then crash to zero. We are talking about smart investing, things like dividend stocks and index funds that grow steadily over time and help you build real wealth without taking unnecessary risks. When you buy a dividend stock, you are actually buying a real piece of a profitable business. Companies like Starbucks or McDonald's that generate consistent revenue every single day. Because you are a part owner, these companies actually share their profits with you, sending you a portion of their earnings as cash directly into your account every quarter. And the powerful part is, this money keeps coming in without you doing any extra work, creating a steady stream of passive income over time. The smartest investors focus on dividend kings. These are large, stable companies that have increased their dividend payouts every single year for over 50 years straight. If you don't want the stress of picking individual stocks, you can simply invest in an index fund. It gives you exposure to many strong companies without needing deep research. An index fund combines the top companies in a country into one simple investment. You are not betting on one company, but owning a piece of many strong businesses at once. You invest a fixed amount every month, and over time, the world's best companies grow your money. Their CEOs and employees do the hard work while your investment keeps increasing. As these companies grow, your wealth compounds over time. This is the power of compound interest, turning small, consistent investments into large wealth over many years. But here is the terrifying truth most people never hear. Right now, as you sit there listening, an invisible thief is silently stealing your money every single day. That thief is called inflation. You probably believe keeping your cash in a savings account is the safe and responsible move. It feels secure and stable, but in reality, your money is quietly losing value over time. Behind the scenes, the bank takes your money, gives you a small return, and then lends that same money out at much higher interest, earning far more while you get almost nothing. The bank is making a massive, almost risk-free profit using your money every single day. Your capital is working full-time in the background, but they collect the rewards while you get almost nothing. While your money sits in that account, its real value keeps dropping. Food prices rise, housing becomes more expensive, and your purchasing power slowly gets destroyed over time. And relying on just one job is extremely dangerous. If you get sick or lose that job, your income stops instantly, and if your money isn't working for you, you stay trapped in the system. This is the ultimate reality check. The traditional education system never taught you how money really works. Instead, it trained you to become an obedient employee, avoid risk, and blindly trust banks. But real financial freedom demands a complete shift in mindset. You must stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner, because your youth is your biggest advantage right now. Your time is the most valuable asset you have. Even the richest billionaires in the world cannot buy a single extra second, which means every moment you waste is something you will never get back again. If you waste your early 20s on distractions, trying to impress others, or buying things that lose value, you risk waking up later in life feeling stuck and trapped financially. But if you use that same time to learn high-income skills, build digital assets, invest in income sources, and grow ownership, you create a path where your future becomes powerful and unstoppable. You don't need to master every skill on your own. You just need to be smart enough to use the systems around you. Use networks, use modern tools, and turn your knowledge into assets that can sell even while you sleep. The wealthiest people don't just work harder. They build powerful systems with leverage. That's how they multiply the results, grow faster, and create income that keeps coming without constant effort. The clock is ticking, and the rules of the wealth game are now clear. You can close this video, go back to your routine, and keep trading your time every day just to earn a basic paycheck. Or you can break out of that cycle and take control. Start building your digital assets, invest in cash-flowing equipment, and buy your first piece of equity to change your financial path. Stop letting the system use your money while you stay stuck. Build your assets, protect your time, and take full control of your future. Because the choice is completely yours. If you found value in this video and want to build real wealth, make sure you subscribe and stay consistent. Because the right knowledge, applied over time, can completely change your financial future.